Good morning. Good morning. Sorry, I'm just that little bit late. Just had some working out to do. The coils that we're making today. So we're going to be doing, making sure everybody's okay out there first. Is everybody all good? Is the stream good? Are you good? What's happening? I'm going to be doing some custom coil builds. What have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 coils to make. They are some staggered fuse CLAPTONS, big ones for lipo mods or these steam crave mods. I got some 0.8 FRALIENS to make and some sort of standard staggered fuse CLAPTON series. Yeah. What's up, bro? Zeon? What's happening, bro? Are you well? I hope you're well. It has been a while. So I'm sorry if I don't look at the camera when I'm talking because I'm looking at the chat and yeah. I need to learn to get on the camera. And shit, I'm very well, thank you. Fucking sweet, bro. I am glad to hear that. I am very glad to hear that. Alright, so, yeah. We're not going to go onto the lathe today until we are ready to do the staggered fuse CLAPTONS, just so I can do a long piece of staggered wire. Just sort of cut down time a little bit. Just get rid of a bit of dust and crap off my bench. Not dust, but sort of little bits of alien wire. Get out my Ken Dixon swivel stand. Kim and Merlin, fucking awesome job. Awesome job. Down to my bench there. That's charged. I'll try and get my camera angles good. What's up, Paul? How you doing, buddy? Yep, my morning's just started. It started a little bit late. I slept in a couple of hours, so I was hoping to be out here 2 hours ago. But oh well, that shit happens. That shit happens. Everybody, must have needed to sleep. Everybody says that all the time, but I'm like, nah, fuck that shit. Let's grab my drill. Sorry, I was a little bit rushed this morning. Let's take out the last little bit of coil that was made in that last one. Yeah, so let us start with these alien coils. So what do we got here? 3 times 28 nichrome 80, 36 nichrome 80, 3.5 9 wrap. And the FRALIEN as well. 26 gauge decor for that one. Alright, let's do an all microchrome alien first. Alright, so I'm going to grab my 28 gauge wire. One that's open already. I can use the decor. Use that. That's my 38 gauge. What did I say that was? 38 gauge, 36 gauge. Alright, got those two. It's been gaming all night. Any sleep is better than none. Yes, that's right, man. That is right. I didn't actually need this little keyring piece. I'll just put that back. So I don't have my other monitor plugged in, so we can't have music today. Not on this stream anyway. So while I'm making the alien decor, I will just mute so that you guys don't have to put up with a singing drill. Alright, got my swivel and my Kim Dixon swivel stand. Grab a little broken down swivel head. So I have to do right now. So I put these little things into my drill. This was a swivel. It used to have a round eyelet. You can't really see. Used to have a round eyelet like that one, and that in there, but I've cut it out. So then I can put it in my drill like so. Alright, I'll just move my coffee, move you guys back a little bit, so then you can see more of a screen. I'll move that over there. Second coffee of the day. Third vape of the day. So we're going to make these coils. We're going to install them, test them, make sure they're good, and then make them again, because it's just that's how I do my process, just to make sure I've got it right for the customer, because there's no point making coils and just sending them out without knowing if they're right, you know. That's not how I roll. So let's get into this, eh? Shall we? Shall we make some coils, do you think? Is that what you're here for? Or did you come just to chat? Nah, you came to make some coils, didn't you? Of course you did. Alright. So, I am still unorganised. Need my little pliers. So I get my needle nose pliers, I will pull some 28 gauge because we're making 3 times 28 gauge alien, 3 times 28 gauge core aliens. So we need 28 gauge D core. So we'll make a couple of these about yay long. That is yeah, about double the size of what you're going to be making. So I'm going to be using probably about 300 millimeters, 12 inches, so I can get 2 6-inch sticks for series coils. That's correct. Yes, that's correct. So I tend to make double the D-core because it gets taken up quite quickly. I'll just twist that onto my swivel hook there, twist it onto my drill. Can you all hear me all good? Hey Jay, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, bruh. I'm live right now, bruh. What's happening, Clay? I'm just making some custom coils here. Doing a talk through. These are ones that people have asked for specifically. I'll get my 36 gauge Nichrome 80. So yeah, Clayton, if you missed it, it's 28 gauge times 3, 36 gauge series alien. We're hoping to end up with about there's not actually a specific ohm on this one. This one is one that a guy has just sent me the recipe for. So it's 3 times 28, 36 gauge, 9 wrap, and whatever that will ohm out to be, probably around about 0.32, 0.34. All right, you guys, I'll just mute you for a minute. So, well, I can just turn you down, eh? Then you can still hear the drill. Maybe. Morning, Frank. Not sure if you can hear me or not. So I'm already aware that I need to change my battery, which is good because I already have a charged battery. So I've come prepared for that, but that's about it because I'm so organised over here. No, Frank, I wasn't aware that you couldn't hear me. I thought that you might be able to hear a little bit, but that's all right. That's all right. I was just saying that I need to change my battery on my drill, and yep, for sure, Clayton, share this motherfucker. Share this picture out, bro. Let's get chat rolling. All right, so I'm going to do that another 2 times because I need to do it once for the actual set, once for a test set, and once just in case I fuck it up somewhere, which is more than likely to happen given my results with aliens as of late. The numbers are rolling in. Who have we got here now? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I will say hello to everybody. Good morning, Frank, Jay, Gravelthroat, Clayton Von Kluge, Paul Shelton, Stephen, 8KN1, and Xeon. I know you're there somewhere, probably chilling out in the background. Anyone else who's here and not chatting, good morning. Anyone on the replay, welcome to the replay. How pro is that, eh? How pro is that? Wow, we have 8 viewers. Sweet. Sweet. Volteria Vapes, welcome to the show, bro. Alright. If I don't turn the mic down, does the drill come through too loud? Let's have a try, eh? I'll just set this up again to go again. Let's see how this works. Tell me if you're going deaf, and then I'll turn it down. How's that? All good? Yeah, so do I, though. That's why I'm giving it back to the people. Yeah, I missed that. I missed that sound too, man. Fucking, it's been too long since anybody's done this. All right, so that's 2. We've got 1 more to do. Even if I don't need it, it's good to have. That's the one, Stephen. That is the one. That's what I always used to do when, if Nick was on or Big G or anyone was live streaming and building, I'd be building away too, whether it be production or just building for fun. Yeah, it was just so much easier to build while someone else was building. But now I find it so much more motivating to build while you guys are watching. So for this last one, I'll just come in close up so that I know that Paul, he is learning, and anyone else who is learning can have a look. So I've just got my wire, where the fuck, here it is. I've just got my wire twisted up on my swivel there, twisted the same way that I'm going to do my decor, and also on there, and then I'll just feed my 36 gauge through that little gap there between the swivel and the eyelet of the 28 gauge. Okay, and then I will have my drill and my reverse motion of fusing. So I'm fusing my decor reverse, and then when I go to fuse the actual alien, I'll flip the switch and fuse it in the opposite direction. Yeah, Stephen, you've got that down to pretty much the foot. It's 3 meters long. Well, 3.4 meters long. I only use half of it though. I've just found that that length is just too much vibration. You know, if I was going to do it that long, then I need to spend some money and get like a really good setup, which I will probably end up doing one day. Yeah, I'll figure out how to, because I know there's a way where you can window capture zoom, and you can have 2 windows on OBS, and the audio will come through proper good as well. Fuck, to be honest, Steve, as soon as I set this bench up and I used it for the first time at 3 meters long, I was like, I want more. I need more. But no, I actually don't. I actually don't. Yeah, was that something for Shan, Frank? I did see something in there that said something for Shan. Frank is the winner from my Facebook group for most active member for February. One of the 2 winners. All right, let's do this last decor. Get in the hole. That's what she said. Get in the hole. Fucking hell. Need 2 hands for that shit. Yeah, I like that, man. Oh, yeah. Drill. Turn your volume down. Alright. So now we have our 3 decors. One for the actual build, one for a test build, and one just in case I fuck it up, which is highly likely. Alright, Bull Terrier, cheers for stopping in, bro. I'll be here for a little while if you want to come back. Same with you, Stephen. You're at work. That's all good. I will be here. 11 viewers. Don't forget to hit that like button, eh, guys? Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, get notified when I come live, which is going to be when I'm not working, driving the truck. So I'm going to make the most of that time when I'm not working with the family in the afternoons and builds in the mornings. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of streaming. There's going to be a lot of streaming on this channel. All right, so now we have our decor. We're going to get some cores. So yeah, we want about 12 inches, 300 mil. I think that's 12 inches, 6 inches per stick anyway. So we want to go just over the length of your ruler, your tape measure, whatever you're using. If you're just eyeing it, just go that little bit more. So then it makes up for what you use to fold into your swivel and chuck. Just get your pliers and give it a little bit of a stretch. That straightens it out enough. Yeah, we got that. 28 gauge wire optim, Nichrome 80. And we're going to get some tie wire as well. So what I will use there is not 36 gauge. I will use, because I'm getting down on my 38 gauge Nichrome 80, I'll use 38 gauge stainless steel. It's just to tie the wires up on the swivel and on the drill chuck. Damn this clamp. Just wants to fall off. Jesus, what a camera angle. Level, level. There we go. Yeah, Bones is here. Slayer all the way, buddy. See, it's even on my mod. Alright, so to go into my swivel, I'm going to close that up. I'm going to bend the end of my cores like so. Get in there. Can you see that? It's all bent. Put them into the loop of my swivel. Just crush it down to get it tight. I'll give you a close up on this in a minute. Get my 38 gauge stainless steel. Wrap that around about 8 times or so. And then I'll fold the tail up and also wrap that around my swivel hook. And I'll run my fingers down the 3 chords, keeping them flat. Grab 38 gauge between my thumb and finger. Wrap it around a few times. Give this end a pinch because they sort of collapse up onto each other. So I'll pinch it with my needle noses to flatten them up. Get them laying side by side. wrap around a few more times. Cut off that tail. Try and get it in my bin, but it falls on the bench. Bend those over like a crow's foot. Take out the deconstructed swivel and put that into my So yeah, if anyone's been wondering why I haven't been on Instagram lately, it's because I've been really fucking busy. Really fucking busy. I've had work, which is good. I've had coils, which is good. I've had to come up with a new logo, a new watermark design, because the one that I have at the moment, I thought was made for us, but it was just dragged off the internet. Okay, so that is, if I can get it to sit properly, that is my swivel end. This is the same sort of process I do when I'm doing my production. So I've just looped it through there, bordered around, tied it up, looped it back over and through and around again so that it doesn't sort of pull off so easy. And now I'll just wrap this around a few more times. I'll just lift you up because it's kind of a little in my way a little bit. So I'll just wrap that around a few times, and then you'll see that the cores I don't know if you can see that too well, but the cores sort of don't focus on my freckles. You prick. People don't want to see my freckles. So yeah, you can see the cores are just sort of slightly not sitting side by side properly. So I will just give it a squeeze with my needle noses, and that wire wrapped around there will hold that like so. You can see them better there now. Yep. All right, and I will grab. Usually, you would use a you could use a slider, but I've done this a few times, as Clayton has said. Okay, I'm just going to take that off, lift you up a bit. Actually, I will use a slider. Oh, bloody jandals. Okay. I'll try and get this to focus a bit better. Stop focusing on me and focus on the frickin' wire. We'll get there eventually, guys. We will. You little motherfucker. Oh, so I'll just get a bit of 0.3 ribbon wire. Cut that off my spool. Get my broken ceramic tweezers. God, this camera today. Broken ceramic tweezers. Squeeze that onto there like so. Wrap it around about 5 times. Squeeze that. And that's holding everything flat. Send it about halfway up. It's drill tight. Okay, shit's not working. Shit is not working. Okay, tighten that down. Cut that off. Alright, this here is for you, Paul. This is what I'm talking about with the slider. Fucking freckles. So, you can kind of see it there. Everything's mirrored. So yeah, that's a ribbon slider on there. I just wrapped it around the wire 5 times and squeezed it flat, and it's just holding all my cores flat together. I've sent it about halfway up the wire. That's enough for one stick there, 6 inches each or thereabouts. Right, now I'll get my alien fuse, put that on in the opposite direction in which I made it. The music or a beat would sound killer in the background right now. It would, but I don't have my second monitor plugged in play. I've got my I've had to move my computer closer, which has taken the HDMI cable out, unfortunately. And I need that second monitor so that it doesn't interfere with the sound too much. I'm just going to have a vape. I got my water. My water. So I'm vaping this Gorilla Custard as per normal because I'm addicted to that shit. It's hard for me to find another juice now. Yeah, Clayton. You find on my production Coil videos that all have music playing, I get non-copyright stuff. The gamers music. It's really good. Some of it. Fucking when that beat drops, man. Yeah, boy. Okay. All right. Let's carry on with this coil. because we've already been here for nearly an hour doing doing one set. All right, so I do no stretch. So I've got yeah, no stretch decal there. I'll just put it in between my thumb and my finger and pull it down a little bit. Hold the tension right. Get the drill in the right direction. Watch it fuse a little bit. Make sure I've got it right. Which I don't. So I'll pull it down just a little bit more. Once I get the tension right and the angles sweet, just send it down. Take that slider all the way to the end. Just put my fingers a little bit more. Yep, we're doing Alien Stephen. I'll see if I can get a close-up for you. It doesn't seem to be working on the close-ups that well, but I'll try and do the best I can for you. I wonder if it's got anything to do with this not being in the right place. I can't get it any lower to there. Alright, we're just going to have to make do with that. I'll just get another bait. Yeah, I was doing production series aliens, and like my series aliens are 0.36 ohm, and some sort of low res series aliens 0.26. Get my tension right, get my angle right, and send it. And it decided to fuck up, like, in the most common place for it to fuck up, right at the end. Right at the end. I can't. God, I had so much trouble with that yesterday. Every time I got anywhere near the end, it would just like skip a beat. Alright, so now we have a stick that is long enough, should be long enough, for two 9-wrap coils on a 3.5 millimeter bit, which I will locate. There it is. There it is. And I need my needle nose pliers, which are over there. So I'll cut that off the swivel, cut that off the swivel. You can either you can wrap it up as one piece, but I am going to cut it into two pieces, 6 inches or thereabouts. Alright, so now we get to, well, I can show you what it looks like. Jeez, it'll be bloody rude of me not to do that, wouldn't it? Quite bright. Can't really get a good focus. Is Cape Panzer here? Hey man, what's going on, bro? Right, so I'll chuck my 3.5mm bit into my jig. I will grab my needle nose pliers, and when you're about to wrap these up, a lot of you know, some of you don't know, that you want to look for the shadows. God, I'm glad this is a testing coil. So you flip it both ways, find the most distinctive shadow side and have that facing towards you, which is the side here. I get it in my pliers like so, have my jig in my hand and just wrap away. Pulling tight, one, put my finger over it, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. It's a perfect amount. So that there should be 9 wrap. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Do the same again with the other one. Usually the swivel end becomes the bottom end of the alien coils when you go to wrap them. So the bottom end being the end that you put into your pliers. How am I doing, guys? How am I doing? As a new tutorial. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll just put those two together, make sure that they're the same, which they are. Sweet, thank you, Paul. I'm glad. Right, now I'll just cut these legs. What am I going to put this on? I'll put them in the steam crave because thanks, Zeon. There is 9 wraps, Frank. 9 wraps. That's what the customer has asked for. I probably don't even need to test these, but I will. because I'm curious. I need to get my little tool for the steam crave because they got to be different and have an Allen key instead of a screwdriver. I'm glad everybody thinks so because you know that's it's going to help me drive to do more. Because yeah, I kind of miss seeing it done. And if I miss seeing it done, then there's other people that will miss seeing it done. So I've decided to do it. I've just got some old cooked coils in here. Let's get rid of those things first. There they are. Look at that. Ew. They didn't last too long. They were a test. I can't remember what I was testing them for, but it was a while ago. So yeah, I don't know if anybody knows these Steam Crave ones, but they use the smallest fucking Allen key that anybody would ever have. I don't know why, because all their stuff is big, except their fucking Allen keys. Sweet. You know, if I wasn't on YouTube here, I'd be doing this still, but by myself, not talking to anyone. So as you would know, the Steam Crave, the coil legs hit the deck, so we need to get them, well, as some of you would know, so we need to get them short enough. They're pretty fucking short. Pretty fucking short. Alright, so they are sitting on the deck now with no legs touching the bottom. Screw that one in there. Oh, what didn't I? Oh well. What I should have done was got that coil before I installed it and cut these legs to the same length. But oh well, never mind. We'll do that next time. Alright, so that's in there. No legs touching the bottom. It is a bit more effort than just building, isn't it? The first couple of times I fucked up so much. I fucked the coils so much. But now I've just gotten used to it, and it's all good. So I've got those screwed in tight there. I'll straighten them up, lift them up off the deck. Straighten them up a little bit. Yeah. I'm going to try and take photos for thumbnails of the coils that we build on these custom build strings, but time may be against me. Definitely at the moment, time is against me. I have a order which I've sort of stopped doing to do these custom coils because I need to keep the custom side of it going as well as the store order side of it. Alright, so there we go. There we have it. 2 Series Alien 9 wrap, 38 gauge, or 28 gauge, 38 gauge, 28 gauge, 36 gauge, all nichrome 80. Let's see what they aim out to. 0.2 on the pre-fire. Fucking, here we go. We don't want to start at 5.4 volts, so I'll just turn that down a bit. Go down to about 1.8. Normally you would clean these first, but this is just a test set. Alright, Panzer. See you in a minute, dude. So I'm just going to heat these up, brush them as I do it with the ceramic tweezers. Ceramic tweezers. So this one is heating faster than the other one, so I'll just put that coil jig in there to cool it down a bit. Turn it up to about 2.4 volts. Go at it again. So I'm just stroking them as I'm pulsing them to get to, you know, loosen up hot spots. And I'm just holding my finger down on the button for about 3 or 4 seconds each time. So this one is now heating faster than the other one, so I'll just put that coil jig in there and cool it down a little bit. Right, let's stop the scraping just for a minute. Right, turn that up to 3 volts, which is about 30, well, fuck, we can go higher than that. Yeah, about 47 watts, 3.7 volts. Alright, heating evenly. There's a hot spot in this one. Hell of a hot spot in that one. Hell of a hot spot in that one. Pull this one down a little bit. And that one a little bit. Hot spot. All right. fucking focus, motherfucker. How's that? So now that I've done that, I always take the atomizer off and reset the reader by pushing the button with no atomizer on it. Screw it back on, and she's come out at 0.29. I need to catch up on chat here now. Oh, Xeon, you were so close, bro. You were so close. Thanks, Clayton. Thank you, guys. All right, now I'm going to. Gareth is the consummate professional and perfectionist. You're probably 70, 100% right there. Yes, where is Jerry? Thank you, Paul. 10 out of 10. Thank you, bro. Yeah, man, so close. 2.8, but they're actually 0.2, 0.29. I'm going to chuck them on the I'll chuck it on the Odin, because the Odin is meant to have the best fucking coil reader in the world. And let's see how well it stacks up against the Steam Crave. No atomizer. So once I've done this, I'm going to zoom through. So the Odin says 0.3. Well, that's all good. 0.01 is not much of a difference to worry about. Now, these, there's a difference between cleaning them and not cleaning them. These are blue, but they also have a dirty brown in them as well. Dirty goldy brown. If I was to have cleaned those in the ultrasonic or with a toothbrush with soapy water, got rid of all the oil and shit that was on the wire, then they would be much more blue. Much more blue. Like such a pretty blue. It is. Yeah, so good. Alright, so that was 3.5mm ID, 9 wrap, 28 gauge, 36 gauge, all micron 80, alien coils, 0.29, 0.3 ohm. So now I will quickly zip through it again, make the final product. I'll see if I can chuck some music on. I'll see if I can do it. I'm not sure if I can. YouTube. More good stream sounds. Oh, look at that. Three cores, Paul. Three cores. it's pointing down. Like it like goes down a little bit, so that's all lined up. Right, let's get a bait. Oh my god, that was fucking dry. Motherfucker. Should have let the tension off the drill. Nice. All right, so that is those coils done. Thanks, Clay. 6 Raptor aliens at 0.3. Yeah, man. Fucking beautiful. Anytime you can use a series deck to make low res coils higher resistance, fucking good, eh? All right. So now let's do a Fralien. We need 2 0.8 ohm Fraliens. Have a bit of a tidy up first. So yeah, we're not done yet. We are not done yet. We've still got what, 5 more coils to do. Let's just try something out, eh? Let's try something out. Turn that down there. Let me know if this is coming through all good. And you can still hear me. I'll just turn it down on my end. Is that coming through quiet enough that you can hear it and you can still hear me? I'll turn me up just a little bit. Those, Paul, those, where are they? They will fit. Oh, yeah, probably a 28 or 30 mil minimum. You wouldn't want to. You could probably squeeze them into a 25 mil, but there wouldn't be a lot of room for any cotton. You know, what the fuck was with that dry hit? I just dripped that, and then I got a dry hit from it. Hopefully not a hot spot. All right, Clay. Good as gold, brother. Good as gold. So yeah, let's do some Fraliens. So for these, I am going to need to put away my 36, put away my 28s, leave out my 38 gauge stainless steel. So I need to get 27 gauge Microm 80. .3 Microm 80. And 38 gauge Microm 80. All right. So these are oh shit, I need 26 gauge for the decoy. I will finish that one. And I will finish this one and that one. Just trying to find my 26 gauge. There it is. Found it. So I will use this for the decor. Where did I put that? The same again, same process with the decor. I'm pretty sure it was a 26 gauge decor. I haven't made these ones in a little while. So what I might do is I'll just make one decor and I'll try and make the coils. You also need your hot glue for these. So I'll get my hot glue there and my blowtorch there into the side there. Put this 28 gauge decor away somewhere right there. Alright, so 26 gauge decor over here. What I might do is I'll lift it up and down like that. How's that? Alright, so 26 gauge is a little bit harder to pull straight, so you need quite a bit of force. Spin that onto the swivel, spin it onto the drill. Right, so get my 38 gauge, make a decor out of it. I'm just going to clamp the drill to the bench because it takes a bit of pressure off my hand. Making all these coils gives you a bit of a sore hand. So, with FRALIENS, when you're making your core, you want to be pulling out a length that is twice as long as what you want to end up with. So, if you want 200 mil of a core, what's that, 8 inches of core, you want to pull out 16 inches, 400 millimeters. So I'll just take this off the 26 gauge. These decals are just recoiling themselves, so it's really easy just to slide them off. I don't have to reverse the drill at all. Just take this off here, put it to one side, in case it is what I need. So I will get my tape measure, wherever that could be. There is. But I want 200 millimeters of core. So I'm going to pull out 400 millimeters of core wire, and so you have 400 millimeters of frame and ribbon wire. So I'm just going to pull out one piece of 27 and two pieces of 0.3 at actually like just over 400 millimeters, so that we've got room to work with for a loop and for your chuck end. So I'll pull out like 500 mil, 8, 12 inches. Wait, 4, 8, 12, 16, 8, 20 inches. Right, so we'll do the same with two pieces of ribbon. Cut the end flush. Cut the end flush. Cut this end flush. And then because I'm going to make this a 5-ply stack, I'm going to do one that's half the length. So what's that? 1, 500, 250. I'll just go 3. And do that half the length. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to keep hold of that one and put it to the side. I'll just put all of that out there. Okay, so the one that I've pulled out to the side, I'm just going to get the end here, just bend that over, so I've got a good size loop in there, and just put that down there. Alright, now I'm going to grab all of these 3 wires, I'm going to line them all up together. I'm going to fold it in half. making sure that the ribbon stays inside the frames and squeeze them together. One thing I haven't done is gotten a tie. So always make sure you've got a tie cut and ready to go. Pick up the one that you put to the side, get your loop and feed that into the middle. Try and squeeze it or pinch it in between your thumb and your finger that's holding the loop of the others. Thumbnail and lift it up. Hold them all together. Get your tie and just carefully wrap your tie wire around all of those wires, keeping the ribbon wire inside the 27 gauge frames and nice and in line with each other. I'll show you how that will look in just a second. Right, I am happy with that. Cut off the tail ends. And you'll notice that I've tied this down quite wide because the tail of the loop and the half ribbon is quite long. So yeah, that's how that has ended up. So you've got a loop there. So you've folded it in half basically, and you've ended up with how long is it? Could be 200 millimeters, just over 8 inches. So you've taken your 20 inches down and you've got just over 8 inches now. So I will take another tie wire, wherever the fuck I put that. There it is. Make yourself another tie wire. This is a little trick I'm going to pass on to you guys, if you didn't know already. But you get your second tie for the other end, and you wrap it up at the loop end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like so, you can just see the tie there. Now I'm going to hot glue, and that, having that tie there, has squeezed all of the ribbons and frames together. There's no gap at that end. Now, whereas if you didn't have that wire there, you're likely to have a gap in the ribbons. Right, so I'll put this into my swivel now. Run my tie wire down, nice and smoothly, making sure that all the ribbons stay in line with each other. Are you guys still here? I don't know if my chat stopped or what. Ah, there we go. I dropped the binding wire on the floor before I picked up what I thought was it. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, it's quite a neat trick, eh, Clay? Sure, I wasn't sure if you guys were still here or if my chat had fucked out because no, there was no chat for a little while. Right, so now, like, I haven't let this go. I've bound that up, and I haven't let this go, and all the ribbons are pretty good and stuck together. So I'm just going to go ahead and hot glue this. So I'll heat up where the tie wire is, drop that into the glue. Job done. None of this heating the glue up first. Like you'll notice, I don't heat the glue up first. I heat up the wire and dip it in the glue. Saves a lot of mess. You can do that with a lighter too. You're right. Right, now I will fold out my frames. I'll get my two frames, just stick them out to the side. Now remember, I've got this as a 5-ply FRALIEN, so I will get two of the plies on each side, stick them out to the side as well, leaving the middle one sticking through the middle like so. I don't like hot gluing my fingers. That's why I started doing that. I was like, there's got to be a better way. And it kind of is. Kind of is. So I've got two sides sticking out, so I'll only put that into in between two of the teeth, and then that middle one should just stay in there. Pulling tight, but not too tight. Just enough to keep the ribbons all nice and lined up. And get my 38 gauge wire that was decored off 26. If I can pick it up. There we go. So you'll see that's quite a bit longer. That will most likely all get used up. You can use a slider on these as well. The same sort of slider I used on the Alien, but I'm not going to do that this time because I need to get it done. Right, water on the fingers. Drill opposite direction to what you clapped in your decor. 38 gauge, be a little bit more careful than 36. Get your so yeah, looks like I've got the decor right. 26 gauge for 27 gauge frames and 5-ply stack. So get my angle right, get my tension right, then oh, Try that again, eh? Get my angle right. Get my tension right. Get a speed that is going to work for the wire. You don't want to lead FRALIENS too much because you'll end up with big gaps in the fuse. This is going to be a bit of a bitch. So maybe with this one I'll just go a little bit slower. Just watch it a bit more. 38 gauge seems to have a tendency to not agree with me for aliens, but it's what's going to work for the resistance of the wire, so I'm going to use it. And it's going to fucking fuse. I'm just going to catch a bait. I'm going to juice my coils. I'm bringing it a little bit closer. Oh, fuck. How do you do that, Clay? Did you have your finger too close and fucking... Oh, shit. Actually going to turn the speed down on this one. I hope you're alright, man. Fuck. Well, so long as it wasn't with your blowtorch or your lighter and it was just the glue, it's not so bad. God damn it. I don't think this decor is right. I think I may have my frames wrong. I think I might have had to go with 28 gauge frames rather than 27. So how much of this decor is right? I'm going to have to try this again just with different frames. Damn it! It's like the decor is just kind of crushing the the staple together. I'll put this to one side though, because I can use it for something else later on. Right, let's quickly get this sorted out. Huh. Alright, so 0.3, 0.7 away. No, stays there. The stainless 26 can go away to 28 gauge. Not enough. Alright. Alright. 28 gauge. 28 gauge. Won't be in this one. Sorry, I've used up all my 28 gauge, so I'm just trying to find another spool. I used my last spool. The last spool of 28 gauge I used, I emptied. So I'm just trying to find another one here. And my fantastic stock of wire. 28 gauge, there we go. Oh, fucking wire everywhere in this place. Which is good. It's good. Oh, wire muscle. Put that over there. Move a bit of shit out of my way. 26 is correct for the math. 27 gauge frames and 5 ply. So you're saying that my fusing is shit? It probably is. I'm gonna go with 28 gauge. It'll get a nicer S in it as well. Anyway. Alright, tape measure. Day. I think we'll find that this will fuse on a lot nicer. Use this for the center one. Not quite long enough to do the whole length, so we'll use it for the half one, the number 5 wire. I just hate it when you go to put your wire back in the slot and it just drops out of your hand. Alright, same again. Get this half piece, fold that over like so. I fold it over because it's easier to get into the stack with a loop in it. Right. Let's just take that out of there. Bang that over there. Get these ends nicely lined up. Take that down. Fold it halfway. Always just push the ends together. Pull that up like so. Get the ribbon wire inside the frames, inside the round wire. I've fucking done it again. I forgot to get myself a tie wire, and I've got nothing around to cut. Yeah, so I'll just put that down for a sec. Tidy that up. Get my 38 gauge stainless steel. Cut 2 pieces. That. See, I should have made myself 2 decals, eh? Because I'm going to have to do another one, I think. I'm just making sure that these ribbon wires are stacked on top of each other nicely and not crossed over each other before I insert this one here. Put the loop in the center of the other ones. pull them down a little bit and then squeeze the frames together. Okay, now that's nicely lined up. Get your tie wire, carefully wrapping it around your loop, around your frames and your stack. Come down past the tail end of that shorter one, making sure that you get all of your ribbon wires nicely squeezed in together. That's nice. That's nice. I'm very excited. Tie down just below the ties of your loop, making sure that your wire's straight. Get your hot glue ready, get your blowtorch. Heat up where the ties are, or the loop, dab it onto your glue. No mess, no fuss. And you end up with that again. Alright, chuck it into your swivel now. Slide your fingers down if you feel like the ribbons aren't going to stack in nicely together, which this one's not, because there's a ribbon with a fucking twist in it. Fuck's sake. Okay, this is a piss off. So one of my ribbons has got this ugly little twist in it, which is going to stop it from laying down flat. Fuck. The things that happen when you're live on fucking YouTube. That's alright, that's alright. Sorry guys, attempt number 3. So I'll get my ribbon, I'll pull out 2.5 lengths at 500mm, or 10 inches thereabouts. Making sure that there is no ribbon with any twist in it, or anything that is going to cause you any pain or grief while you are trying to do this coil. I've never had that happen before. So I had to throw that stack away. It was good for nothing. Good for nothing. Except maybe some sliders later on. I'll dig it out when I need it. But yeah, that made the didn't even make the graveyard, that one. Right, so I've got my ribbon wire there. Get my 28 gauge. Cut off this tail end before you pull it out straight. Pull it straight. If you've got a good set of pliers, you don't need to kink over the wire when you're pulling it. You can just squeeze tight and pull, and it'll leave a straight end. Alright, so now we've got our wires. We have a tie right there, ready to go. We'll put a bend in this one. Squeeze that bent. Grab this one. These three, sorry. Line them up at the ends. Fold them in half. Put them together. Line them up at the ends. Get it at halfway in the loop. Pull them tight. Squeeze a little. Get the ribbon wire to sit in there nicely. Just a little bit of playing around with it always works. Once you've got it sort of semi-right, you can squeeze it tighter to make it easier. Alright, now we've done that, we can get our other piece of ribbon, stick that up the middle there, grab it with your index and thumb, pull it up to the middle, pull it up to the top of the loop, and push the frame down. Squeeze in the sides, good to go with a tie. Making sure that you've got everything lined up nicely, trying not to bend the frames or the ribbon with your palm while you're doing this. You just basically, I'm basically just using my thumbnail and squeezing it into my index finger. Just give it a nice few wraps so it's nice and tidy and tight. Thing with these ribbon builds is the more time you spend on prep, the better your results will be. And I've spent more than enough time on prep for it. Okay, so I've got my second tie, I've just tied it on there, I've pulled it down a little bit so it doesn't get caught up in the glue when I heat this up. So yeah, when you get your glue gun, your blowtorch, sorry, you just aim it onto the tie. Look, aim it onto that tie right there. Because that's what you're trying to get glued up. And then the hot glue will just sit itself in there nicely. It'll get itself between all those ribbons. Again, throw it onto your swivel. Slide your fingers down, making sure the ribbon isn't all twisted up. And it just wants to lay there nicely. pull your tie down. Squeeze it between your thumb and index finger. Giving it a few extra wraps. You want to do this as tight as you can. You don't want to have them loose. Like doing it as tight as you can without crushing it all together. Okay, and then you just run your thumb and index finger back, just making sure that everything stays nice and tight together. Get your blowtorch, aim it at the tie, get it red hot, stick it in the glue, burn the tail end off, and we are good to go. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Right. Now, you see I've got a bit of a long tail end, so I'll just cut this. I will just cut this off to a workable amount. Anything that can go wrong has for me this morning, afternoon. I even fudged up the pitchfork. Holy shit. Thanks, Clay, for the comment there. Yeah, I hope my luck isn't putting your luck bad. I'm not having much luck with this one. Maybe I need another coffee. Alright, so bending the frames outwards. 1, 2 ribbons. Making sure that you get the side ribbons and not the center one, because you want to leave that center ribbon where it is. Alright. Chuck it into your drill. Chuck it into your drill, chuck. Keeping it nice and center, nice and straight. How's that angle, you guys? Is it okay? Turn it there a little bit. Alright, something's a miss here. No, it's just the one. Oh. Yeah, I need to pull this quite tight, because for some reason one side is looser than the other. So I'm going to have to clamp that quite tight. Alright, that's my drill clamped down quite tight on there, so there's not a lot of movement in there. That will either work good or bad for me. I'll just drop this down a little just to line it up, making sure that the so like you don't want your wire coming out of your drill like that. You want it sort of, you know, straight, coming straight out of the drill tap. So I just line up my my swivel with that, and then it's not going to keep turning, bending, and then, you know, run into the chance of it snapping out of your drill tap. this fuse wire onto there, like so. Cut the tail end off so it doesn't get caught up in your wire when you start the fuse. I'll just always bend those legs back so that I don't prick myself. I'm going to have another vape. I'm going to pray to the wire gods. Have you prayed to the wire gods, Clay? I would pray to the wire gods, bro. I'll pray for you if you pray for me. We've been live now for 2.5 hours. So we've basically just got this to do twice now. One test. I'll just do this one once because I'm pretty confident in the resistance with this one. As I said, I've made them before. It's just been a little while, and it's all coming back to me now. So we'll just do this one. Hopefully it fuses nicely, and then we'll get into the staggered fuse Claptons. So yeah, you don't want to leave too much with FRALIENS because you'll end up with too much of a gap in the fuse. Sometimes it's really weird, but you want to bring it back on itself. This is going a lot better. So much better. Hopefully I've got enough fuse to do this. So I am going to have to do that again because I'm not happy with the way that this fuse. It's left, like it's all ridgy. It is all ridgy. So I will just use this as a tester. Thank you, Clay. It kind of worked. It kind of worked. Right, so being a ribbon wire build, we will cut it to length. $100 mil, about 4 inches. Yeah, I'm not happy with that fuse at all. I have to do it another time anyway because this guy wants 2 sets of these. So we're going to go for it with this. One, two. Fuck. Really carefully, I have managed to pull that back off the jig because it's the wrong size jig. Make sure you've got your right jig in your handle. So we want a 3mm coil, not a 3.5. Could this go any more wrong? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, here we have a 4 wrap. The same again with this one. Checking for the nicest side. I think could be this side here. One, two, 3. We are going to put these into the recurve dual. I'll just cut these legs down just a little bit. Give you a look-see. That's what we've ended up with for a test set because yeah, they haven't fused up that nicely. I think I wasn't going fast enough for it. So we'll take the batteries out of the steam crave, put them into the gen. No, actually, we'll just use the odor. Taking this coil out that's already in there. Opening up all the clamps. I've chosen the recurve for this one because it's like one of the easiest things to install on. And when I install on this, I just leave it so I've got the jig on the base of the RDA, and the coil will sit about halfway up. I should have really turned this Odin off first. Yes. Right, yeah. So that's what I mean. I just sit the jig on the base of the RDA that I install in the recurve dual, and I'll just place these coils next to the airflow, but not touching the airflow. They could probably be up a little bit higher, but I'm not fussed. Turn that down. About 25 watts. Unscrew that, reset the reader. Did I install a 0.88 coil on there? Yes, I did. And just fire away. Fire away. You know when you snap your fingers and you think something's going to turn up that you're looking for? Yeah, it didn't work. Yeah. Yeah. crank this puppy up, eh? We'll go to 69.5 watts. Yeah, that's beautiful. That is fucking on point. All right, let's see. It's all right. I'm all right. I'm all right. It's all right. Stream has started off well. It's turning into a bit of a fizzle, but it's all right. Won't let it beat me. I will not let it beat me. Okay. All right. So the Ohms reader is reset. Did I connect a 0.12 coil? Well, that ain't point fucking 08, is it? Okay. In the stream.